I do solemnly declare under the threat of perjury, under the state of California, USA, do hereby declare that I telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, in conjunction of what transpired at Central Mindanao University in the formation of the fraternity on September 29, 1959. I, Tomas R. Gavarra, BS, LLB, MBA, JD, Trial Attorney C, State of New York, USA, okay, declare under oath again under the threat of perjury. I repeat, under the sanction of perjury. Now, I was once a student of agriculture in UP Los Baños. I finished my AA or associate degree in UP Los Baños. During the time, year ending 58, I was about to enter, 57 is stand corrected, I was about to enter the Upsilon Sigma Pi, the #1 fraternity in the University of the Philippines, the oldest Greek fraternity in Asia. I was a member of the Dramatic Guild. In the Dramatic Guild, comprising the Dramatic Guild, are members of the Upsilon Sigma Pi. My closest friend, Felixberto Oliveros, who later on became mayor of Puerto Princesa, was a close friend, as I stated, of mine. In the track and field, Victor Nabasero, Ella, and and even Ramon Del Caman, they were acquaintances of mine in the University of the Philippines, Los Baños. Mind you, I was a sort of campus figure. Why? I'm a member of the track and field, competing in the National Open at UAAP in Rizal Memorial Coliseum, and my forte or my field of event, 1,500 meter run, 800 meter run, and 1,600 meter run. And my companions are Philippine runners like Aparicio Meki, Subido, Pete Subido, and they were, and I cannot recall other names, but I was a member of the track and field. Even in dance contest in UP Los Baños, I was considered as one of the top 4 dancers in UP Los Baños. My favorite dance are cha-cha, boogie, and others. And even in the singing competition, I gained prizes, among the top 3. So in a way, I can say that I was a standout student at UP Los Baños, a good catch for the UP Upsilon Sigma Pi. I was about to enter the frat as a plebe. And when my brother, the late Mario Gavarra, Dr. Mario Gavarra, one of the top entomologists or pathologists in the Philippines, he was a Beta Sigma. And my sister, also a member of the Sigma Beta sorority. And my brother, then later on that I was about to join the fraternity, he stopped me from joining the same, the Upsilon Sigma Pi. I was too then prostrated, disgusted, that I failed to join the frat, because when you are a barbarian, and when you are a barbarian, a non-frat member, it appears that you are a cast-out in the college. Now, later on, I was deeply involved with a girl, and that was the primary reason, I can say the primary reason why I was, my parents stopped me from studying. I was already in the 3rd year junior college, And this woman, you can see, right? Okay ba? Maganda ba? Ah. Now, this woman, actually, she's now a disease, you know. But during that time, this woman, the younger sister of Merle Tuason, acclaimed as the avant-garde of the Philippines, a first cousin of Amalia Puentes. She was, you know, my ex, my girlfriend, you know. And I was student involved with her, and most of the time during weekends, I was then in Manila. And my cousin, Lourdes Carino, a PNB supervisor, reported this matter to my parents that it appears that I'm not going to school anymore. So, they stopped sending me money. So I was in a quandary. So, but at any rate, I tried. I went to UP Dalaman, and I planned to enroll in the College of Dentistry because my late mother was a dentist. I acclaimed as the oldest dentist in Davao City. But during that time, I don't have the necessary cash to pay for the tuition because it is higher than the tuition in UP Los Baños. In UP Los Baños, it's less than 100 peso per semester. So, I was compelled to go home. And when I was in Davao City, I was then communicating with this woman. In fact, my parents were hiding the letters of this girl from me, you know. And I noticed a bundle of letters later, you know, was hidden by my sister. And when I found out, I was mad. I thought all the while the woman already rejected me, you know. So I was mad. Anyway, I met Renato Dabi, a student at Central Mindanao University, Musuan, Bukidnon. Dabi was a classmate of mine at Davao Central School since grade 1 up to high school. We were schoolmates. And so he told me, you know, Tom, I'm enrolled taking up agriculture at CMU. You might as well, you know, go with me and try to see the campus because it's a beautiful, you know, it's a beautiful school, campus. I went with him. The climate is good. The environment is okay. And I said to myself, I might as well study here. Meanwhile, I'm trying to regain my composure. And maybe next semester, I'll go back to UP Los Baños. But I like the place. So fast that the 2 years stay was over, you know. But in my short stay at CMU, I was deeply involved in campus organization. I was president of the AGDASO, that is Agusan Davao Surigao. Then I was a member of the, I was a president of the Davao Association, Davaoeño Club, you know, so that's how it is. But I noticed in the school, there is no fraternity or sorority. So, I talked to Dabi, classmate of mine, nuts, you know. There is no fraternity or sorority here at CMU. You might as well put one, you know. So I conducted a research, you know, books about fraternity, books about sorority. I consulted my brother and my sister how the basic or salient features of fraternity or sorority whatsoever, you know. Then I was what we call a chairman pro tempore, meaning acting chairman most of the time. Every Thursday during PE day, I invited standouts or notable students of the campus. My primary goal, my primary goal, number one is my primary goal is what is this? Students who excel in academic excellence, you know, mga bright student scholars, you know. Number two, the so-called the cream de la cream, or the literatis of the school, writers, editor-in-chief, Motuan Torch, you know, athletes, and head or president or officers of notable organizations in the campus. But most of these officers are officers of regional organizations, Bohol, Cebu, Negros, Iloilo, or whatever, right? So that's how it is. So I think it is high time for the school to have a fraternity. So I invited, I said, the standouts. And my number one target was Leonardo Chua, you know, a bright student, scholar. Then I invited Romerico Ginano, president of the student council. I invited the vice president of the student council, Joe Hiromo. I invited the president of Cebu, Manuel Manuel. I invited ROT officers, Dukusin, Pligo, Catalino Matulog. I invited athletes, my co-athletes. We have Matulog too, we have Joel Pueblos, we have Roger Senal, you know, a handsome fellow. I invited a rich guy from Antigua, the son of a superintendent, Cesar Salazar. Invited Sergio Rosa, we have Rodi Perozzo, and and others, you know. My target are the so-called standouts. Ayoko yung mga quantity ng students ng basura, but you know, yung mga mahina-hina doon, that's not my idea. What I'm after is that then later we set up a limit, kailangan walang failing grades. Then later on, I talked to Ramon Del Carmen. I have a choice, you know. My choice is Del Carmen and Perfecto Hebron. Ramon Del Carmen was a acquaintance of mine in UP Los Baños. Every weekend, nakakalaro ko siya sa Baker's Hall in UP ng basketball. Yung 3-2-3, 2-2. Dalawang tao, minsan half-court, gano'n. So he's an acquaintance of mine, you know. On the other hand, we have Dr. Perfecto Hebron. Hebron is a member of the Beta Sigma, a fraternity brother of my brother, a Beta Sigma. And so, it's now a choice between the two. Ultimately, I said, mabuti ito si Del Carmen, the #1 fraternity in UP. That's the fraternity of the late Marcos and Noynoy Aquino, Ponce and Enrile. I said, okay, ito. So, I, since Teddy Ella, Nabasero, we have this, you know, the Toti Ponce really was trying to convince me to join while di naging straight pledge ako any moment. Ha? Andyan ako, nakaupo na kami what we call prospect of the Upsilon Sigma Pi, but my brother learned about that. Ha? Then he talked to me, ano ba yung balita ko na mag-join ka ng Upsilon? Hindi pwede. Sabi niya, organization lang, don't consider me as your brother anymore. My biological brother threatened me not to join. So I was then prostrated, dejected, and you know, because if you are a barbarian in UP, you are considered a, you know, parang kung barbarian ka, parang second class citizen ka lang. So I was not a fratman. Kaya when we met in Central Mindanao, Del Carmen was even surprised. Oh, you are here. You know, we have now a group, ready group. They already acceded that they have one a member. And maybe you can enlighten this group, about what a fraternity is. So, Del Carmen talked to this group, fraternity. Then okay na sila. They were convinced. Then later on, I talked to Del Carmen unilaterally. Ako lang kami ng parati nag-uusap. Walang pakialam ng 35 or 35 members. Moon, pwede ba ikaw na lang maging advisor? Sabi niya, okay, I'll be your advisor. And so, it is possible that Carmen talked to the president of the university, Sosima Montemayor, about the organization. Mind you, take note, Sosima Montemayor and my father were classmates at UP Los Baños. Because my father, a product of UP, was once, in fact, he was once the provincial agriculturist of Davao when Davao was only one province under the time of Romaldo Quimpo, Governor Quimpo. And my father was a, you know, he was also a college professor at University of Mindanao, you know. And so, binigyan si Mr. Montebayo a blanket authority to discipline me. My father even uttered, if my son is unruly, spank him, you know. I give you poor authority, spank my son. So they were laughing, talking, huddling, and high voice and everything. So malakas tayo sa kay Montemayor. So that's how it is. And so we joined. Mind you, as an organizer, as I said, we give blanket authority to Ramon del Carmen. Kudos to him. I congratulate him. He gave us the dogmas, the tenets, the Alpines Club, the Alpines Whistle, the so-and-so, that he even tell, what is this? The Leonardo Choa. 2 weeks from now, before you're taking oath, you need to give us a pledge of loyalty. Si Choa ang naggawa ng pledge of loyalty. And the souvenir program, according to Moro, si Del Carmen, wrong. Si Dr. Chua ang nag-recite nagbigay ng before this candlelight brightens my sight, to this is truth and right from wrong. My blood becomes an Alpan's blood, for this fraternity binds my heart with the love one together. Hereby I solemnly place before you, brothers and sisters, to depend and die for this fraternity at all costs, to live and love our brothers even in time of hunger, danger once. I will practice the spirit of true brotherhood and sisterhood as I see the sunset in the east and the sunset in the west. For I am Alpans on this day until death. Sinulat ni Dr. Chuyan 2 weeks before the proper, and he was the one who recited that when we were already accepted as bona fide, full member of the Alpha Sigma Phi. Oh, hail Alpha Sigma Phi, with the pale hail to the one with a kanta ng babae yun, no? Then, oh, hail Alpha Sigma Phi, kinumbay niya ngayon, ha? Hail, hail to the one we love here, Alpha Sigma Phi on the rise, loving sisters will always be, to remember now and forever, galing sa musuan niya, which is now isang in 100 universities and colleges throughout the Philippines. That's why ang musuan is known as the epicenter of the Alpha Sigma Phi Philippines. Then the third one, we have Tato. Tato. The author's one is the Neptali Bukingo, a board top na chair. Siya nag-author nito. Binigyan naman ang first batch 1959 walang tato. But when I was teaching sa city, every summer, andun na school, sabi nila, Romeo Membre, a prolific organizer, Romeo Membre, he was the one who organized the fraternity at USM, Ateneo de Davao, RMC, UM sa Davao. Have mercy on the soul, patay na siya. Siya nag-organize. We have Freddy Graciosa, you know, who was kicked out from USM, then pumunta sa Bohol. He organized Bohol. Ang Bohol was a very prolific organization throughout the Philippines. We have the Marano brothers natin, no? Yung picture, Where is that? Yung Marano brothers natin, they were instrumental in the proliferation of the fraternity throughout the Philippines. As the president, siya University of Manila, ang mga Muslim brothers ang nag-start yan. Ito mga Maranao, ito accepted in Bohol. Directly or indirectly, as what is this, Haranilla. Ang nag-start yan sa Manila, then it was they were the organizers, then nag-convert sa Bicol, sa Bulacan, yan si Paulino. The Muslims were instrumental in the proliferation of the fraternity in Metro Manila, Bicol, Visayas, and everything. Mabigat ang mga Maranao brothers natin. That's why you must know your history. Now, ganon. Now, so, that's how it is. Nag-spread throughout the Philippines, as I said. And we have now Del Carmen. Every time in the Facebook website, ang nakalagay dyan, Founder Gavarra, with the able guidance of Del Carmen, I was the one who placed that. because a place quotas to Del Carmen. Siya talaga nagbigay ng mga everything about tenants, rights, and everything. But the organizer, you be the judge kung sino talaga ang founder, how it started. Ito si Agpasa, during the 50th Jubilee, Moro is the one advocating peke, ako peke, and si Gavarra, Del Carmen. For 50 years, ha? In the campus, when you are initiated, who is the founder? Del Carmen, advisor, Gavarra, founder. Ganun parati. Dormant siya. He doesn't even know na nag-spread throughout the Philippines. In the roster of membership sa Busuan, from number 1 up to so-and-so hanggang present 2012, look at the name of Del Carmen, whether he's a member. Under the law, we have such thing as estoppel by silence. 6 years yan siyang advisor sa Busuan. Pagdating ng initiation, who is pitik, who is the founder? Gavarra. Dapat nag-protect pa siya doon. For 50 years, he kept his mouth shut. Then here comes Moro after 50 years. Moro wants to rewrite history. Pasalamat si Moro, he never passed my indoctrination and initiation process, you know. But tell these members, magbula ng akin, Manuel, ask the Supreme Grand Chancellor, Dito Ardaneta, the Supreme Grand Chancellor up to, wag na kay Moro, naputol na nga eh. Kasi binaliktan niyang history eh. Nababoy ngayon ang Musuan. Before, it was known as the golden years of Musuan. Advisors were Dr. Alcordo, PhD. PhD si Hebron. PhD si Dr. Bayot lang. PhD, 5 or 6 advisors ng Alpha Sigma Pi sa Musuan. Ngayon, ang advisor sino? Si Moro na lang. Ilan na pumapasok? Isa o dalawa. Tell them. They do not know anything about the history of the CMU. As a matter of fact, there is now a fact-finding committee to conduct an investigation on Moro because he's trying to write history. In CMU, nakita mo ng Phoenix, nakita mo yung motto, lahat ng flag ng wala na tayong relation sa USA, I told you. But I'm one person who wants to have a closeness with United States. I'm given a blanket authority by the Davao Foundation. Matulog was head of that. I'm the advisor emeritus to negotiate with USA to have closeness, but in the right perspective. But Haranilla, Moro, and this Martinez, pinapalabas nila by misrepresentation na galing tayo sa Amerika. And there's already a circular to that effect na all the formation of the fraternity in the Philippines in 1996, nasabi pa yan, walang pakialam ang Amerika. Lahat ito na-organize ng Pilipino. But pinapalabas ni Haranilla galing tayo sa Amerika. That I beg to disagree. Pero ako, I'm one fellow. We have Mumungan. Mumungan, I consider him because in 1972, there was a merger between Beta, that is Siliman, and Musuan, combine yan. Isa na lang tayo. Although, Mumungan's organization was peke in the sense na, hoy, Alpha Sigma pa ito. Nakita niya lang sa Birds Pond Wall ito. Without the knowledge of USA, kinuha niyang Alpha Sigma Pi. Then, all the practices, Phoenix Frank and everything, kinuha niya. Kaya nagulat ang USA. Do you know that ang 1845 mabigat sa Philippines? Ayan, si Moro. Ito naman si Copaler, pati si Buloy, nag-join yan sila. Buloy transmitted to the Siliman the Musuan ideology, kaya nagkaroon ng tato si si Mumungan. Nagkaroon, noon, walang initiation ang Beta Chapter. Raise your right hand, member ka na ng Alpha Sigma Pi. Or one day initiation lang. Even in Cebu, one day lang. No, Rudy Pagalaran, when he was the Grand Chancellor of University of Visayas, there was now a dialogue with Bohol. Nagulat siya, maganda palang fraternity ninyo. So, everything about Musuan was adapted by Cebu. The process, the motto, the kanta, yung Ohel Alpha Sigma Pi, Pledge of Loyalty, tato. Kaya when I was a trial lawyer of the Central Bank, pagdating ko doon, sa airport pa na ako, I was already mobbed by by mga brothers and sisters sa Cebu. Kaya sabi ni Dennis Gadugdog, from ano yan siya, University of San Carlos, Sinar Ramas from Cebu Institute, alam mo, galit na galit si Mumungan eh. You know why? Siya daw nagluto, ikaw lang kumain. I have nothing to do with that. You know, anong gagawin ko kung ako dinudubog? So, but ako, I would like to highlight, I would like to underscore, Alpha Sigma Pi Philippines comprises of two, Siliman and Musuan. I consider Manuel Mumungan as my co-founder. Recognize him. Not only me. Mumungan and Gavarra. Okay sa akin yan. Kung maglabas siya, that is the problem of the beta chapter, kung he will be sanctioned, kasi ang dami na niyang fraternity ngayon. Alpha Sigma Pi, dinis-on na niya. Na mayroon siya Sigma Delta, Alpha Tau Omega, ngayon Kappa, Zeta, Zeta, marami na. Pero to me, I don't care kung magkaroon siya ng 100 fraternities. I still consider him as the founder of the Alpha Sigma Pi, my co-founder of the Alpha Sigma Pi Philippines Incorporated, which is registered by SU Siliman in 1980. Kaya no problem whatsoever. Now, we are now in 110 universities, Kulo kasama niya, but you know, mind you, every time I'm in the Philippines, paikot-ikot ako from one chapter to another, Hulu, Marawi, Bicol, ganun ikot-ikot, because I consider these undergraduates, number one, as my children, babae, the sorority, the fraternity, I consider them as children. I'm acting as a what? As a patria, patesta, to our brother Muslims, salam alaikum. Now before, there is no deception, there is no misrepresentation, and under the penalty of perjury, you can file a case against me if I'm telling a lie, but I'm telling the truth. You cannot stop me from telling the truth. What I want is unity, solidarity, brotherhood, camaraderie among ourselves. Brotherhood, peace, peace among our Christian brothers, among our Muslim brothers, among our pagan brothers, and everything. Peace be with you. Salam alaikum.
Letter.
Penalty of perjury. I'm telling the truth before this Bible, before this Quran. And I reiterate, we have here the picture of the 36 first batch, you know, the 36 members of the first batch, Central Mindanao, and this one is material, you know. This is a statement by Dr. Leonardo Choa, attesting to the fact and the truth that I am the founder of the Alpha Sigma Pi Philippines. And Dr. Choa, by the way, is formerly the president of Central Mindanao University, a dean of the UP College of Agriculture, the president of the UP Alumni Association, and this document is duly executed on what we have, the date is Los Baños, October 29, 2009, and the witnesses are the following. Number one, we have Wilfredo Osabel, former president of the Alpha Sigma Pi Philippines at the Batch 9, 1967, and Sermolo Dominici, former Supreme Branch Chancellor of University of Bohol, 1969. See this one? Very material. The testimony of what is this is a competent, reliable witness equivalent to, kung i-compare pa natin kay Abasa, 100 equivalent siya kay Abasa, 1 point. Layman's witness lang si Abasa because, you know, I'm not trying to belittle him, but ito doktor ito mabigat. And I have also testimony. If you run the website, we have Ernesto Docosin, provincial municipal agriculturist of Don Manolo Portage. We have Lito Ordaneta also there. We have Repolyo, you know, a member of Central Mindanao University. Forthcoming is the statement of Daniel Melchor, first batch, 59. He was my keeper of the maize, first batch, you know. And I was trying to get the testimony of Julian Petalino Supreme Grand Chancellor. Mayroon na tayong statement from Cesar Limbaga, former Supreme Grand Chancellor, doctorate, a prolific organization in the area of Tagum. That area, Davao, sa Tagum, sa University of Southeastern Philippines and the neighboring areas. They were together with Terry Magadan and Renato Dabi in the proliferation of Alpha Sigma Pi in that respective area. But I mind you, itong mga Maranao brothers natin, 60% ng mga organizations sa Metro Manila, Bicol, Negros Oriental, kasama yung kay Haranilla, ito, directly or indirectly sila nag-start. You as the president now, si D, University of Manila, ang organizer there are our Maranao brothers, the present president. Paulino, you ask him. The organizers there are the Maranao brothers of us. Peace be with you. Salam alaikum. What I want is camaraderie, unity.